Hey there, General Buckles here. I've noticed a lot of posts on Facebook lately from people new to Gray Zone Warfare that are struggling a little bit, having some trouble, and when they post about it, I notice that they don't have very much money left at all, and they're asking for people to donate a magazine or a good gun or something, and no one should have to struggle like that in any game. So I'm putting together a little video here to show you where you can go to do some looting that's quick and easy, but will net a good amount of money. If you do it a couple of times, you can make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in a couple of hours and recoup some of those losses. This is for anybody, but mainly beginners. So if you have any feedback for me, feel free to comment below or hit the like button if you think this is content I should be making more of. All right, before we head out, let's talk about our loadout. You'll want an empty backpack, the biggest you can find. If you don't have a Rush or a Delta, one of these patrol bags here will work just fine. I'm going to do this run with two 60-round mags of FMJ, since some of you may be newer and haven't unlocked higher grade ammo yet. A couple grenades, one drink, but we're not going to be out there long enough to really need a lot of food or water. Also, before we took off, I switched to a basic M4 here with a 2.5 times Palad scope, no silencer, and 32 round mags. Something a little more indicative of what you'd get with the basic package when you first start out. All right, so this is where we are headed. Fort Nerith, Delta 1 LZ. If you don't have this, just ask around your base. Ask someone to call you a chopper to Delta 1. Obviously, if you are Lemang or Crimson, it's going to be a longer flight for you. I happen to be Mithras, so this is a great location. But you only need to do this once or twice to get enough funds to choose a different location, and I'll share those a little later. Our first stop is this wooded hill right here. It's going to give us an overview of this rear gate by the fuel storage location, okay? There's usually 2 or 3 guards here. And notice I'm set up to shoot at them at an oblique or perpendicular angle. All my shots, if they miss or go through the target, they're going to continue on this path, not alerting anybody over here. And keep that in mind for a lot of your shots, is who's behind that bullet, because they'll get aggroed. Now I'm going to take my first shot on this guy, going with a face shot. He seems to have gotten aggroed. They have seen me. Not going as planned. Now, is he going to follow me? I don't know. This guy's coming down the stairs. He's leaning down to try and get me. This is not ideal, but it's a great example of the kind of things that can happen. Get your face back up here. Thank you. All right. Now I'm going to scan the area around. Notice that guy back there did not get aggroed. It's kind of weird. Goes against my previous advice. Those guys over there shouldn't be involved in any of this. The field looks clear otherwise. I want this guy to get closer. I want to ensure my headshot and ensure that I don't have to travel too far out there to get it. Looks like he's stopped. Nope, he's coming. That's better. Let's try this. Walk right into my reticle. I've hit him. But notice he's not shooting back at me. At pretty big distance. Oh, there he goes. Okay, I'm going to go regroup because my breath is running out. There we go. Scan the area again before coming down. Looks pretty clear. I'm going to check inside this gate. No one's yelling. But but you never know. Sometimes there's a patrol coming straight down that road. And we are clear. Okay, so we're going to dismantle the gun, taking the mag and handle off. Drag it in there. Fits perfectly. Check for anything else. All he's got is cash. And I don't need that extra mag, so I'm going to leave him be. Again, detaching the magazines. I like to keep the handles. There's a guy over by that hole in the wall. Now, since I'm exposed, I'm just going to grab his gun. Ooh, the FN Arch key. Now, this is an AK-12. They do carry armor-piercing 5.45, if that's the kind of gun you go for. Okay, for part 2, we are going to go back into this wooded grove, and we are going to approach the northern gate here. And you want to approach it on an angle that lets you see directly through the gate at the gate guard through the window there. Notice there's a gully in front of me that's going to create some cover with the terrain. So when I get up to the edge, I'm going to be able to pop him. He goes down, and if anyone else comes out of that gate, they can't see me, but they're looking in that direction. I'm going to come up from the side here. No one's coming out yet. That's good. But I have to remember, since I'm using FMJ and I haven't found any AK-19s or 8.55 on anybody... Oh, I did not get him. There we go. Now he's dead. No one's yelling. That's always worrisome. That took a while. Okay, check the top of those hills. That guy is not alerted, and I do not want to alert him. It looks like I'm only going to get 2 people here. Another AK-12. And no money. Question is, do I want to go for that other guy I dropped? Those guys down there at the fuel depot could see me, so I'm going to go further up here. No one down the road here. No, see, now I'm exposed and I need to make room. Another AK-15 and a few more dollars. And the really hard to find FN Arch key. That's a joke. They are everywhere. And that's it. Now, back at base, I've reassembled the guns and taking a look at what I can get for them. Plus the $227 in cash I found, comes out to a little over $5,000 for just that run. Now, you could choose to keep one of the weapons, like an AK-12, and go with the 5.45 armor-piercing ammo that you can get from there, and just keep doing that over again if you want. I didn't find any AK-19s on that run, but if you prefer 5.56, you can go with that. I keep one handy for just that occasion. You'll actually notice that one of these AK-15s here came with the 2.5 Palad, which is what I was using. I love that optic. It's great. And you could put it on an AK-12 here and keep running with that and increase your cash flow. Now, that didn't go as smooth as I would have liked it. Usually I can get them all in one-shot headshots, but that's probably more realistic for what it's going to be for the first time you doing it if this is new to you. So take your time, reposition after each shot, survey the area very well, don't take too many risks, be cautious, and you should be able to walk away with a few $1,000s each time and rebuild your loadout from there. Now, to what I alluded to earlier, if you are Crimson or Lemang and don't want to be flying all the way to Delta 1 each time, there is an LAF checkpoint right between the two next to Hotel 3. In fact, there's a couple. You could fly into Hotel 3, move across the river. There's usually a patrolman here on this road. And then from high ground up here, start picking off the LAF on this bridge. You should be able to walk away with a decent amount of hardware there. And then sometimes there's one or two at this one, but not as much. Try it out. Good luck. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, like, or even subscribe below. Let me know if I should be making more content about Gray Zone like this.
Oh!
They're going to respawn at the base as well.